Can you go to Informatica Cloud screen? Go to data integration. Now we are going to start with Informatica Cloud Mapping Designer, right? So this right now you're in data integration only, so you can now go to new, go to mappings tab, the second tab, the close this. So if you go to new, on the left hand side we have tasks, right? So we have
Mapping.
another tab called
Mapping.
mapping.
Yeah,
So
okay.
now we are going to create a simple mapping, right? So just click on create.
Mm.
So this is Informatica Cloud Mapping Designer. Okay. So we have this canvas, right, where by default we'll have source and target transformations. Here we do not have source qualifier, right? So everything whatever we used to do in source qualifier will be there in the source itself. Another
Okay.
major difference between Power Center mapping and Informatica Cloud mapping would be here in Informatica Cloud, mapping itself will have the connections. Okay. Earlier we used to have the sessions, right, where we used to put the connections, source, target, lookup, right, all type of connections. Here in the mapping itself, we are going to have the connections directly. Okay. On the left hand side,
Mm.
you can see the different transformations, source, target. These are all different transformations we have. So if you just look at the number, right, then I would say that Informatica Power Center has more transformations. There are certain which we might be missing over here. Say for
Oh,
example,
okay.
update strategy, but we don't have update strategy. But then we know that how we can perform the updates, upserts, right, in the target without using update strategy transformation. So that was like very common interview question, right? So we used to do some settings at the session level and then update as update, update as insert, and then we used to kind of push the updates as well. So update strategy was not like mandatory one, right? So we can still survive without that. So likewise, we
Mm.
have few transformations which we might be missing in Informatica Cloud, right? But then there is nothing like, without a particular transformations, we can't survive. It is not like that. We can still, and then there could be few transformations which are different, right? So we used to have like, XML parser, XML, reader kind of. So here we have hierarchy builder, hierarchy parser. So those things are a bit different over here. Or even the web service transformation is a bit different over here. Earlier we did not have the transaction control even, right? But later on Informatica added that over here. So that is how we have these transformations. And then currently source and target you are seeing, right? So we call this place as mapping canvas, right? And if you scroll bit down, so you will see that down you see mapping one name, the location is mentioned as default. This is what, yeah, this is we call as a property panel, right? And then on the right hand side you'll see three buttons, right,
Mm.
above the browse. Yeah, so if you click minimize, right, then click first button minimize. So it will be whole of your proper mapping canvas, right? If you
Okay.
click on the middle one, it will be kind of split,
Restore. It
right?
will
And
come
if you
back.
click the,
Mm.
yeah, if you click on the third, it will be whole of your property panel. If you say maximize, then it will show you the whole property panel. Okay. Apart from that, on the top side, you will see buttons like save, run, right? And then undo. There are some buttons. Now there are like that X sign is the proper parameter panel. So whatever parameters we are going to define, right? Over here, those will be listed. Or if you click on that, right? Click on the parameters, it will open up the parameter panel. So here we can create the parameters, or we can even create the parameters within the transformations, and then those will be listed over here, right? So we'll discuss whenever
Oh,
we talk about parameter. Then after that we have that tick sign, right? So if you click on that, that's a validation panel. So currently, if you see mapping one is invalid, and then how to check what issues we have, right? So here it says that in couple of transformations, source and target, we have issues. And if you expand, right, source, there are a couple of issues. It says source connection is not specified and object is not specified. Same with the target, if you see, target connection, target object, and field mappings are not specified. So unlike Power Center where we used to kind of validate the mapping, and on the bottom side of screen, right, we used to see validation things, right? And sometimes it becomes very difficult. If we have like a lot of issues, then we used to scroll, right? And then that is why it becomes very difficult, right? Here the property panel is like really crisp and clear, where we can see what transformations we have issues in and what type of issues when we expand that, right? So property panel is also like quite, I would say, elaborative, and it is very easy to track what the issues are. Then after that, we will see three dots after that property panel on the right hand side. So these are actions, right? So where we can create a new mapping task, we can save it, we can just again go to parameter panel and all, right? So these things are there. Okay. Now close the property panel. So we are going to create our first mapping, very simple mapping, right? So whenever you click on the source or any particular transformations, right, the below properties would change, right? Now it will start showing you the source properties, right? Yeah, click on that middle icon. Yeah, so it will start showing you the source properties. Can you click on anywhere in on your mapping canvas, not on your source transformation? Anywhere, yeah. Now it will show you the mapping, whole mapping properties. So you can start naming the mapping. So wherever it is showing as mapping one, right? Maybe you can rename it to M underscore, which is the normal nomenclature, right? M underscore. I would say
Mm.
demo mapping, or demo mapping one also you can have. Okay. Now the location, right? So if you click on the browse, location browse, so this will
Yeah, it
show
is
you
only
the
I do not
folders
have
which you have.
permissions this one.
So here you have just default and the add-on bundles, right? So add-on bundles will
Mm.
not use. So default is the only folder, project folder we have over here. We can even
Mm.
create more folders by going to explore menu, which I'll explain you. So click on select that. Let's have the default folder now. So this is the place or folder where this mapping is going to get saved. Okay, and under the description you can just mention description about this mapping. So usually whenever, as per the best practice, we provide a description for everything, right? What this mapping is
Mm.
supposed to do, we get this description for every transformation. So what this transformation is going to do, right? So as per the best practice we can provide the description as well. This is going to be optional, right, but good to have kind of a thing, right? So this is
Mm.
how we have named our mapping. Then if you click on the source transformations, you will start seeing the source properties. Yeah. Okay. So in the general tab, you will see the name of the transformation is source. You can change it to SRC underscore, ORCL or anything, right? We can do that. And then that name will
Mm.
start appearing on your transformation. So just rename it as SRC underscore ORCL. Yeah. So you can see that, right, on the mapping canvas as well. Again,
Mapping.
for the
Yeah.
source also, you can have the description, right, what the source is all about and all, right? Now, yeah, if you click on the source tab, you will see the connection and source tab. So in the mapping itself, we are going to have the connections. Okay, so click on the drop down. So whatever connections we have created so far, right, those all will be listed. So either you can use the connections which are already there, or there is also a button we can create the
Yeah.
connections from here,
This one.
right? And then
Okay.
whatever type, anything, the flat file is, right, anything you can create. So whatever connections we create from here, that connection will also get listed as a, so it would be applicable everywhere. It is not that if we are creating connections from mapping, it will be only available for this mapping. We can reuse it in any further mapping creation and all. It will be kind of a global one. Okay, and then there is another button called new parameter. So if you want to parameterize the connection, right, we can use that. For now, we are not going to touch it. We have a different topic for parameterization. So you just cancel it. We'll use the Oracle connection for now, right? After selecting the Oracle connection in the source type, if you click the drop, you will see single object, multiple objects, query, and parameter. So if you want to have like multiple tables as a source, right, then we can go for that multiple object. The way we selected multiple objects for synchronization task, right, it would be similar exercise. We'll do that. For now, let's go ahead with the
Okay.
single object.
Single object. Okay.
Okay, yeah. Now, if you click on select, right, object select, you will see the list of tables which are there in that particular Oracle database, right? So these are all tables. So maybe in the search bar, you can just type customers. Yeah. So select the customer table. So now we have defined the table as customers over here. Takes some time because our database is on-prem, also it is on the desktop, right? So firewall and all, it
Mm-hmm.
takes some time. If it is a cloud database, it will be even faster. Okay, now customer table is defined, right? If you click on that preview data, it will show you some sample data as well about that customers, right? So now we can see the data as well.